Hey everyone. So, welcome or welcome back. For those who don't know, my name is Teresa. I do videos on really whatever I want to do because I don't like putting myself in a box. So, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell for notifications. I try and post every single weekend. And let's get into this. So, for those who are new here, I have been on a weight loss journey since February. And did 4 months of Phentermine, which is an appetite suppressant, and I lost 36 pounds in those 4 months. I got to my ideal goal weight. I took a 2-month break, and then things kind of were, yeah, iffy after that. And so I decided, why not try and lose more and kind of go with the original plan that my doctor and I had come up with. So I just started back up again last week, Wednesday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. So it's officially been a week since I started up again, and I just want to give you guys an update. So the first thing is I feel awful about something. I love a good spreadsheet. And I started to track my pounds with a spreadsheet, and I started that in March. So, I have a solid 1 month of data missing, so I can't compare how much I lost at the very, very beginning of losing weight to now. And that's actually been kind of difficult because, as maybe some of you know, if you've been on Phentermine the first couple of weeks, you pee a lot, and the weight that you are losing in those first couple of weeks is water weight. And so since I ended up taking a 2-month break, I don't know how much of my weight that I've lost is really truly water weight or not. So, yeah, overall, weight wise, I have lost, hold up, I have to do the math. I should have just had this number out and ready to go. We'll start here and I'll go from yesterday's number because I ate out yesterday and gained exactly 1 pound of water weight, and I'm not happy about it. So, okay, since starting until now, really, because I just have a pound of water weight, I've lost 6.2 pounds, and that is actually pretty normal for the first week. They say average for the first week is like 1 to 5 pounds, which I find hilarious that that's what they have on their website. Because I'm like, really? But everyone's different. Everybody's body works differently. So yeah, I've lost 6.2 pounds to get to my goal that my doctor and I had set up. I needed to lose a total of 30.4 pounds, and that was from the beginning, like, not the beginning, but the beginning of this second round, as I'm calling it. And so far, I actually only have about 24 pounds left, which is mind-boggling to me. So, I ended up losing 6.2 pounds, give or take a little. I mean, honestly, in that actual first week, so if I was counting from like Wednesday to, I think, hang on, let me look. I need numbers here. This is the thing. If I was counting from that Wednesday, let me make sure I got the day right. Goodness. Yeah, that Wednesday until the 18th, which is Friday. Yeah, that's 6.2. But if I was counting it that Wednesday to that really Thursday, because the first actual day I didn't lose anything of taking it because I took it in the morning and that's what I put into my spreadsheet. So then I would have lost like 5 pounds if I was doing an actual week. So Wednesday from last week when I started to Wednesday of this past week, which was the 16th, I would have lost 5 pounds, and that's actually what they say is average, in the first week. So, anyways, but now in total, I've lost 6.2 pounds. Um, some changes that I've noticed, like just physical, not physical, but things related to the medication. I get cold really easily. And that almost seems like it should be obvious because like when you're losing weight, you're losing like the stuff that keeps you warm. So definitely like the first couple of days I felt cold and yeah, I I thought I was gonna feel like weird because we had a family like gathering, whatever, with some family friends and my sister and I were both in sweaters and, nobody else was, and it was, like, 80 some degrees outside, but it was actually kind of cold in their house and stuff, but I was just cold because of, the medication. So, that's definitely something that kicked in almost instantly, and then, yeah, peeing a lot, it just happens with weight loss, and it's a really good thing, excuse me, to be honest, because most of our body is water, and so a lot of our fat stores water, and so I've been drinking a gallon of water a day, so this 2 of these, I don't know exactly how many ounces this is, but 2 of these is half a gallon, so I drink 4 of these in a day, and then I could probably do, like, a half sometimes, depending, but yeah, I've been doing that for a while, I didn't just start that when I decided to go back on the medication. So that's been great, especially now because recently, like the past couple of days, probably since it's Saturday right now, probably since like Thursday, I've experienced a little bit of a dry mouth, which I experienced before in the past, and I did experience being cold in the past. So I definitely know that's all just related to the medication and all that kind of stuff. So the thing is, it's really hard to tell, again, if these 6 pounds that I lost is really truly water weight or if it's actual fat, but either way, the numbers have been going down. And yeah, so let me go back. Oh, some things I've been doing differently this time around. So, like I said, I keep my spreadsheet of the pounds that I'm losing, and then I am taking photos this time around because I regret that the first time because I like excuse me, my voice is kind of going. Hang on. We're going to take a water break. Okay. So, yeah, I never took photos in the beginning and I just greatly regret that because like I never saw myself as obese, which I think I've talked about before because unfortunately, when we talk about obesity, we're thinking about people who are like big this way, who are like wide and not this way. So, like, I never saw myself as obese. And honestly, like, I've looked into the mirror like completely naked after losing these 36 pounds, and I'm still like my BMI is correct. Like, I'm still obese, even though like I can look at myself and be like, dang, my stomach is definitely flatter now than it was before. So, yeah. So that is why I am taking photos. I was like, where am I going with this story? But that is why I am taking photos this time around. Um, and I am doing like, sorry guys, my nose just itched, a like journal for every single day. So I'm gonna look back on that and see if there's anything that I'm missing. I definitely know gaining water weight has been my biggest struggle because I'm seeing how much it bumps me up in weight. And right now, what I'm really struggling with is I need to lose, well, from today's weight, which I went up a pound, I need to lose 5 pounds. Yeah, yeah, either way, 5 pounds in order to fall into the overweight section when I go to the doctor and they weigh me and it adds like 5 pounds to the scale. And so that has been really, really difficult. And I'm definitely not going to be eating fast food for the next few weeks because of that. So, yeah. The thing is, right now, big milestone that I completely missed is I officially am in the overweight category for somebody my height. I really don't know if I was ever in this category according to the charts. I was always just like a bigger kid. I went through something called early puberty, which we had to, in order to treat it, we had to slow down my growth. And so when you do that and in a child, when they are supposed to be gaining weight, um, that's where the came from. So yeah. Um, Anyways, let me go back into this journal and see kind of what everything was. I did realize the first couple of days I've been going to the gym for a while now. I actually just renewed my membership yesterday. And so I did notice the first few days at the gym, like my calories were going, dude. Like I could do a 35-minute brisk walk on the treadmill and do a 5-minute cool down and then like 6 minutes on the bikes that you just like sit in and they have the backs to them. And I could easily get my move ring to be like 400 or 450 um, for my goal on my watch. So, and I've have it set for 600, even though my watch is being like, hey, you should amp this up. But I'm like, yo, I can't, and I'll go into that later. Um, yeah, so after that first, like, day mm, first day, I lost, like, 4 ounces. Like I said, just mostly, um I don't even know what I was gonna say. Mostly being cold, and yeah, and then ended up going down again, which was a surprise. Well, I went down again, and then that day, I ended up having Taco John's for breakfast. And then the next day, I actually went down in weight again. Um, but yeah, most of it's just being cold and for a while amping up the calories that I was losing. Cause yeah, I had energy, you guys, like after doing the treadmill. It was insane. And just peeing a lot. Um, yeah, I guess that's kind of the main things. But something that I have been struggling with is knowing when to change up my workouts because let me tell you guys, walking for 35 minutes on the treadmill and then walking at a speed for me of like 3.3 or 3.4, that's, yeah, for my little legs, it's kind of a lot. So I'm dealing with blisters, and I have learned very quickly that as much as I love going to the gym and love doing the treadmill, I have to be careful with it because once you have blisters on your feet and they get filled with fluid, you really can't like walk anymore. It was literally no, Wednesday of this week. And I had one like kind of in between my like last little toe on my left foot and the fourth toe. And oh my God, it hurt like a and so I don't pop blisters. But I had to pop this one because I could barely walk for like 3 or 4 hours afterwards. And I was like, "Oh my god, like, what am I gonna do?" Because how I lose majority of my calories, like, burn majority of my calories is through brisk walking and going to the gym and being on the treadmill. What can I do to, help my foot heal and continue to burn the calories? And so that's been really hard. I've been using Moleskin, which you can get at Walmart, and then using like metatarsal pads. They look like this. This is the one that I have. It kind of looks like, I don't know, dancers, lyrical dancers, if you use paws anymore, but it's literally a paw um, that a dancer would use. And instead of having these things go, like having it separated with each toe, you just put your middle toe here, well, your second toe here, and then the rest of it just goes in between here. This has really helped a lot with my workouts in reducing pain to my feet. I switched up my shoes today because I realized how much my shoes are probably being the issue. And yeah, I'm slowly working through it. It hasn't been fun. Thursday hit and I was like, not Thursday, that Wednesday had hit and I was just in so much pain. I was like, what do I do? Because I had to go get my allergy shot on Friday and I was like, oh my God, if I feel like this on Friday and I can't physically walk into the clinic, like, forget that. So then the next day, Thursday, I ended up doing the biking first for like 35 minutes just to see, calorie wise, and then ended up walking really slowly on the treadmill for like 6 minutes, maybe tops, for sure less than like 10 minutes. And everything was fine. I looked at my feet. Um, Everything looked fine. Well, I didn't then, I actually did that later on, but everything was feeling fine. And so I was like, okay, well, we'll see what I can do Friday. And yeah, everything ended up being fine. I did it a little bit slower on the treadmill yesterday. And so my foot was in a little bit of pain, but not much. And I was still able to go to the clinic and walk. So yeah, that's been the main thing. It's great. It's great to now live like an active lifestyle. Learned really quickly. I thought honestly, like hit workouts, like I love them. But I thought, "Oh, I'm not even burning as much with HIIT as I am walking on the treadmill and going to the gym." Complete lie. I did the math on everything, looking back on all my exercises and calories and stuff, and I actually, with HIIT, burn, like, pretty much the same from going to the gym to doing HIIT. Um, yeah, at the gym at the time, I was burning, like, 400 something calories, and I literally did HIIT on Sunday and burned basically the same amount of calories plus like 3 more calories. So I have learned also that HIIT is super good and super great with weight loss and dealing with like sore muscles or whatever is a whole lot easier than dealing with a blister on my foot because yeah, once you get that and it's swollen and whatever, like it's hard to continue to work out or do anything. If your foot is in so much pain, you can't even do HIIT because you have to be on your feet for HIIT. So, anyways, wrapping all of this up, uh, really just being cold and peeing a lot, which is totally normal. Dry mouth, completely normal. Side effect of the medication. Physical changes, definitely seeing my stomach being flatter, seeing loose skin. I actually didn't know, but I had a lot of loose skin like right here, kind of the side of my breasts, before even starting again last week. So got some loose skin there. I'm getting a little bit of loose skin on my lower belly. I do question if my lower belly is actually going to be like flat or not. It's generally the last thing to go, but I've definitely noticed weight loss in my upper belly where I cinch, I can actually see like a line and it's kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah, I will be, going to the doctor soon in a couple weeks. I'm gonna lay off on the sodium, and, I need to bring up with my doctor the early puberty stuff because, um, for me, I'm probably not gonna be in the normal, like, ranges, when it comes to the charts and stuff, just because my height is not what I was genetically supposed to be. And so, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her, make sure that the goal that I have is still okay, or that we really came up with is still okay. And yeah, okay. This was kind of all over the place, but that's kind of how my videos are. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, hit the bell. I post every single weekend, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.